Welcome back to Trimless FC YouTube channel. I'm your boy KLS. Welcome back to the project Prem. I'm joined by Fonz as always. Man, we're gonna chop up the works. Northwest Derby, thriller. City Everton, banger. Arsenal playing like they're at the top of the table, playing like their team's capable of, playing how champions should. And obviously, we're not going to bypass Spurs' new tactic. They're picking up wins. Beautiful. I still think they get relegated. And we're going to pick up Chelsea's, in my opinion, of my time of living, the worst performance I've ever seen from a Chelsea team. But man, then before we do, if you want professional beats, you want mixing and mastering, make sure to check out beig.co.uk in the description. Use code TRIMITOFF, 10% discount. And if you're in the Black Country in Kingswinford and you're starving and you're fancying a curry, make sure to check out the ChilledCurryCompany link in the description. But man, damn, with no further ado, I mean, let's talk no more than the biggest game of the weekend. Manchester United, Liverpool. Now, I don't have that much to say, as people might presume. I'd like to be a bit cocky and maybe a little bit out there, but really, I'm happy with the performance. Now, you see, going into this game, yes, I was a little nervous. We're going into a Liverpool that's just cleaned Crystal Palace 3-1. You had an Isak that was performing. You had the defense kind of looking structural. Robertson kind of getting back to his old ways. Man, they come to Old Trafford and it just ain't the same, unfortunately. I mean, what can you say? First off, bopped off the park. I can't hear it. Absolutely magical Matthias. We've got succulent Sesko. Pause. That's pause. I didn't think about that.
Hey, yo, careless.
Yeah, that's pause.
Hey, yo. Nah. Hey, yo, that's crazy, bro.
No. I didn't think about it. And again, Mainu, it breaks my heart when you don't start, Mainu. But overall, for talking about the game in hand, absolutely fantastic. Mandem, I'm not gonna piss a mile away from the cat litter, you know. I'm not gonna bypass. Obviously, I'm sure me and Fonz are gonna get into the nitty-gritty. But overall, as a game, and now we've got to look at it as, well, Carrick might actually get the job. Let's see. I wouldn't say under pressure, but this game qualified us for champs. This game made sure we keep our name up there as the top dogs. It put us back in that picture. And I must say, I said it off camera just to Fonz. Carrick, since Chelsea, he's absolutely blew me away. Pause. He's absolutely blew me away. He goes into a Chelsea with one senior defender. Nice little easy win. We go against Brentford. You see him take... who did he take off? Diallo for Mazraoui, half-time. We saw a little Amorim there, but it worked. It worked. We go against Liverpool. What he did first half, fantastic. Second half, I would like to bring up. Fonz, talk to me about the game.
Yeah, man, flipping now, fuck the Scousers, man. Real talk, bro. Fuck the Scousers, bro. It's been 10 years since we beat them back to back, bro. I'm so happy with that performance overall, bro. Like, even second, like, I don't even think we were even crap second half, bro. I'll be so honest. Like, I feel like, nah, the players, man, they were brilliant, man. I can't lie. All of them were absolutely brilliant. I think first half, we absolutely demolished them. That was an absolutely Man United way of playing, bro. Absolutely Man United, but modern era, I would say. We're more, yeah. We're more playing in the middle than getting it wide, than more than, you know, back in the day where we used to just get it out wide. You know what I mean, boys? But no, midfield, first half, we're absolutely brilliant, bro. We locked them off the park. We scored in the first 5 minutes, bro.
Easy.
Like, we repeated it from the first game when we played them. You know what I mean? Obviously took a few extra longer minutes, but is what it is. We started off the blocks. We started hot. We started very well. Cunha, once again, he's turned up for the past few months. I'm not gonna lie, he's turned up for us. That game against Chelsea, that was a mesmerizing performance from him, and then against Liverpool, he absolutely what a player, man. He's been good for us this season, man. And obviously he's took a bit of stick at the start, rightfully so as well, but undeservingly so as well, because everyone were just writing him off, saying that he's not good enough. Well, I'm there like, bro, he's only just joined. I mean, I hear it. He's been in the Prem for a while, but he's only just joined to a big club. You know what I mean? Like, give him at least a season and a half or something. You know what I mean? But he's stepped up into the plate massively, bro. Since January, he's stepped up. Obviously got lucky with a goal with a deflection, but you seen the intent. He was everywhere on that pitch. I'm not gonna lie. Sesko, another one as well, bro. He's been proving us wrong. Like I didn't really like the signing. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want Sesko. I wanted a Osimhen. You know what I mean? Because I thought he was more of a United striker. You know what I'm saying? But Sesko brings in a different type of way of playing. You know, he's neat on the ball. Recently, you've seen him, you know, get into it with the defenders, getting into it. You know what I mean? Proving his physical side of the game as well. And you're seeing different types of goals. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing tap-ins. You're seeing him determined, running towards the pace to get the goal. You're seeing him get scrappy goals. Yeah. Like, he's getting different types of goals, and you even seen him score bangers as well. He scored a banger against West Ham. He scored a banger against Fulham. You know what I'm saying? So
Everton.
He's improving his game, man. And when you've got Bruno Fernandes next to you as well, as much as I criticize Bruno, you know what I'm saying? He's the captain, so he's bound to, you know, learn something off Bruno, and obviously Bruno's gonna obviously want to tell him, like, yo, I want you to do these type of runs, this type of movement, so that's how I'm gonna find you and whatnot. And obviously they're in the training sessions as well, so they're gonna know each other telepathically as well, how they play, how they move. You know what I'm saying? So Bruno, he had a good game. I think he had a good game. Midfield, Kobe Mainu. His name is Kobe Mainu. He's a fucking star. He never gives the ball away. Yo, listen. Oi, Boone Amrim, fam, that terrorist tried to write off Mainu, bro. Honestly, bro, I can understand if he's not in your play style or whatever, but bro, when a guy is that quality, bro, at that young age as well, bro, like, he ran that midfield today, bro. He showed McAllister how to play ball, G. He showed McAllister how to play ball, bro. He was getting in tussle, tackling, and that goal. Oh my God, son, that goal, brother. Any other player will just smash it, bro. He's placed it, he's hit it well, the technique was right, and he's took a bump at the same time, and he's able to get up and celebrate. Yeah, that's a Man United player, bro. That's a Man United player. Man, I'm not understanding, like, this guy is going to be something, bro. He's already showed us that he's something. Yeah. But hopefully next season he can take it to a next level, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy with him, man. He's gone through a lot past few months. You know what I'm saying? He's had to prove people wrong. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with him, man. Casemiro as well, Bulldog. You know what you're going to get from him. You know what you're going to get from him. Defense was solid. Lamens did his mistake, but after that, made a couple saves. Calm as always. You know what I mean? Second half, in my opinion, I don't think we were that bad.
No, I just think the first 15.
I think we just got ADHD players, bro. Things were getting easy. These man thought, let's give him the ball a couple of times, see if they can do something out of it. Now, don't get me wrong, Szoboszlai's finish was good. He had to do a lot. But at the end of the day, bro, we've given them the ball. You know what I mean? And obviously that's two lapsy daisy moments. Obviously, Liverpool had the ball for not quite a long spell, but for a little bit. But they did nothing with it, bro. They did nothing with it. They brought on a winger, had one shot, and he ran the ball out of the pitch. That's all they did, bro. They did nothing second half, bro. Apart from them 2 goals, bro, they did nothing, bro, because we were still getting forward. We were still getting forward. And Buemo had the flick chance. Dallo, that miss at the end, donut. Bro, like, we were still getting forward, bro. We were still causing issues, innit? And I'm so proud of the players, man, how they played, bro. Like, that whole performance was insane, bro. Like, best performance, bar City.
Yeah,
I'll probably say, and maybe Arsenal as well. But yeah, no, man, Carrick's getting the job, bro. He's exceeded our expectations, bro. And there's nothing really out there, bro. And the candidates that are up against him, unless you're Enrique or Ancelotti, bro, you might as well just stick with Carrick, bro. You know what I mean? And he's proven us wrong, bro. And he's done well. And I'll give him his plaudits, man, because he's really proven me wrong, man. He's really proven me wrong. Not only has he kept the ship steady, but we qualified the champs. And yeah, and the players are playing well every game, bro. You're seeing different type of like managerial moments every game, bro. You're seeing him switch to 3 at the back. You're seeing him make the right changes. You're seeing him, you know, we're getting into nitty gritty games, and we're still holding on, and we're still doing our thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, I gotta praise him, man. I gotta praise him. Fought Liverpool 25 million times, though. 25 million times, though.
Fuck you, though. I'd ever so quickly welcome DC. DC join.
Go on.
Ever so quickly, I do want to. Obviously, we talked about it last night, last live, and I know Amizi is quite a big fan of this topic. Do you not think the switching off is getting a bit dangerous? Where we switched off a little bit against Brentford. It was what 3-1. They scored from it. We switched off first 15 against Liverpool. They've gone and equalised. You know, and I don't want to say it, but we switched off a little bit against Chelsea, and they're hitting the bar, and it's like, I can't watch. Do you not think it's getting a bit dangerous? Where if we're going to go into a season going into champs, now it's a time of, well, we can't switch off now, because if you switch off now, we might lose it all.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. Of course, it's an issue, bro. But that's where I go back to our squad is limited, bro. Our squad is limited. Like, we ain't got world class or class players, bro. We got below average to good players, bro, or just above average, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna see enough mistakes, bro. Enough mistakes, bro. It's not like your PSGs or your Bayern where you hardly see mistakes in it. And like, yeah, man. And that's where I put it as we got a limited squad, bro. And plus, we ain't got that many man.
Sorry to cut you off, but you can't really use PSG and Bayern as the be all and end all, because their man there they had a game with 9 goals were scored, bro. That's not defensive efficiency when there's 9 goals conceded. PSG 5-2 up and then ended up conceding another 2. Do you see what I'm saying? I get what you're trying to say, but I wouldn't put PSG or Bayern as your barometer, because their defense makes hella mistakes.
Yeah, but they're a class team. They're class teams, bro.
But they're risk and reward team. They're risk and reward team. They have enough in front to allow them to concede. But at the same time, though, the problem is, as you can see when they both played each other, is when both teams who have the same philosophy of total football play, it's gonna be a cricket score, and then it's just whoever scores the most wins. There's no defense in it whatsoever. But then if they go up against a team that's like badly defensive, they could be a problem as well. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, they say for a fight is about the 2 fighters. sometimes another style counteracts a different style. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, I
But
hear
I
that.
get
I
why
hear
you
that
put them as a
100%.
parameter. I just think that because you don't have the kind of attack they have, and you're not a gung ho team, you don't want their defense, because their defense has shown you how much they've conceded a hell of goals, PSG and Bayern. You know, you don't want that kind of defense. You want their kind of
See,
attack, but you want a solidified defense.
see where I disagree with you now is
Go
today
for it.
PSG won 1-0.
If you want 1-0?
PSG.
No, they won. No,
They won 1-0 tonight.
it was 1-1.
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Harry
1-1.
Kane
Yeah,
scored.
sorry. I forgot that Kane scored last. But that's the difference. PSG scored early, bro, and then they've gone
They
into
still
their
conceded.
not per se defensive style, but they've stayed solid throughout the whole
They
game, bro.
did.
And I
And they
understand
still
that they
conceded.
conceded, but they stayed solid for the whole game. And they pretty much won the game 1-0 until Kane scored the last. Yeah, Kane scored in the last few seconds, bro. So it's like,
Yeah, he did. But at the same time, they conceded quite a lot of chances that they didn't get punished for. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the issue. It's like, the thing is, yeah, and this is what I find very interesting is we in England, we're saying, you know, the PSG game. Don't get me wrong, I thought it was a great game. That 9-goal thriller was a great game. It was a great game. But when we have that in England, what we hear is horrible defending. This a game of how not to defend. But when there's other teams in Europe, it's fantastic game. How does that even make sense to me? It doesn't make any sense, because it's either it was a great game of goals or it was a defensive shambles. When it's England, that our media, our pundits are so dumb, they'll talk about how it was shambles. But then when it's a European team doing it, it's amazing attack. Nah, it works both ways, bro. It's risk and reward. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that Real Madrid team that had Ronaldo, Zidane, they weren't known for defending. They were known for, we'll outscore you. But then what happens when a team also comes in and has the same fuckery as you? It's like, you know what? We got attacked you, we'll outscore you too. It becomes a cricket score, and then it's about who puts the ball in the back of the net. Defense goes completely out the window. When you watch that game, I thought it was quite shocking that they turned around and said, oh yeah, man, some great defending today. They can't be great defending when 9 goals was conceded in a game.
well, you gotta look at the context of the full game, bro. It's not just about 9 goals, but it could be the whole. They could have had 30 minutes of a spell where they defended very well, and then they scored. It happens. It's football, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying it as I'm not comparing as be defenders like them, but I'm saying as class wise and what we've got as quality, it's not the same in it as these big teams.
No, it's not. But you're gonna
That's
lose something. That's what I'm trying. That's the reason I intervene, and I was gonna say,
I'm not worried about that.
Lose.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the quality difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about
though, because that kind of scoreline don't run in the Premier League.
No, I'm not worried about what happens in the game and the defending wise and whatever. I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about quality. We ain't got the same quality as these other teams, bro. Where I don't know if, bro. I don't know if we're gonna be the same as good as these like these big teams when it comes to defending. But I'm saying quality wise, we're not the same, innit? We're not the same.
I can understand that.
How can I say? You can be a solid like Arsenal, yeah. Defensively, they're solid, innit? Unless man are moving individuals and doing stupid mistakes. Defensively, they're solid, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for us to reach that level, man need quality
Agreed.
to get to that point, innit? Because you're not gonna get a Gabriel where you need 2-3 years of development to finally make him your main CB. You're not gonna get a Timber and where you send him out on loan and then when he comes back he's actually good. And you're not gonna get a Saliba where he's got potential, so you send him on loan. Like no, we don't do that, innit? You know what I'm saying? So we have to buy these quality players, and that's what I'm saying. Like our team is limited, bro. It's limited. Like look at the players that we're making, bro. The players that we're making, most of them they're midfielders, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna find these. You're not gonna find these defenders how Arsenal find, and they send them out on loan, check on them, try and make them better, come back, and then they're in the first team. Everyone in your back four, bar from Calafiori, I don't know if in Capia maybe all of you man made them, bro. Realistically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even Mosquera, bro. Like Mosquera, you man sent him on loan for a minute. He came back. Now he's your backup.
No,
but he's good enough to be the backup. You know what I'm saying?
We never sent Mosquera on loan. Mosquera was just kept just to play. We just played him and just said, you know what, do your thing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's things like that, bro.
But
We don't do that, innit? We don't do that. We ain't got that quality. You know what I'm saying? There's
yeah.
I do to a degree.
But that's why we struggle when it comes to defending at times, or being laxy daisy or whatever. Because and another thing as well, we don't have players in the middle who can control a game, innit? Like our players have got ADHD, bro. They work in chaos. Mainu, as steady and calm as he is, bro. He gets out of chaos situations enough times, bro. Casemiro loves a scrap. Bruno, he does 5 million things in one, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need someone to settle it down a bit. Obviously, that's not in our DNA, but it would help.
Especially if Mike was going to get the job and this is how he wants United to play, then unfortunately. But back to like talking about like the quality and I feel like there's a part of United, right? You see how you've just explained now. Arsenal bought Saliba, sent him out alone because they see something in him. He's come back and he is. The same with Gabriel. You see, you bring players like Calafiori in, Hicapie, Timber that have come in and arguably not but one of the best in their position. I feel like, and it's not a jab at Arsenal or anything, but I feel like Arsenal can do that because of your history. Whereas United, I feel like we're one of those teams where we've won so much, we can't buy and pray in a year's time. We need it for now. Especially finishing 15th last year, going back into the champs next season. It's one of those where it's like, I suppose, like you could look at it with, like, let's say Mainu never came on against West Ham, had that quality game, and then everyone knew Mainu, and then Mainu started getting minutes when he first came through. If someone said to me, right, well, we're not going to buy any midfielders, we're just going to send Mainu out on loan, we're going to stick with Cassie and Ugarte for the rest of the season, send Mainu on loan and hope he gets well, I'd want him to go on loan, and then I'd want you to buy a replacement if it doesn't.
Yeah.
In the same season. Because I just feel like there's so much weight on us. Like we've all experienced it and we've all seen it. United you can't say that, this and that, blah blah blah. But you know, if we hadn't won 20 Premier League titles, 2 trebles, and this and that, people, if United were as good as Norwich, we wouldn't get smoke. Factually, we just wouldn't. Because we're like, what's the point? But because we've got so much weight on our name, it's kind of like, hold on, well, you're meant to be biggest club in England, and you're doing wank, so you can shut up. It's kind of, do you know what I mean? It's such a cheap jab, but unfortunately, that's the eye of the storm. United, we can't buy and pray. We have to buy and now, sort of. And I kind of feel like that's why transfers like Anthony go so wrong. Ugarte goes so wrong. You see, when we buy players like Edison Cavani from PSG, everyone knew who he was. Came in, slotted in, did fantastic. Even Ronaldo, second stint, everyone knows him. Came in, did decent. Varane, he was okay, but it wasn't dreadful. He did the job. We all knew him. Anthony didn't know him. No one really knew of him apart from people that either play FIFA or they're just nerds. Knew who Anthony was. Same with Ugarte. And arguably, I mean, there's a solid argument for Garnacho. No one knew him as an academy. No one knew him until he came on. This whole perception of he's a United academy player, he's not. He's an Atletico Madrid academy player. We bought him from there. But you know, when we buy players that we look at Casemiro. We all knew who Casemiro was. Came in. He scores more goals than most forwards in the Prem. He's solid defensively. He's absolutely quality. You look at players like Mbeumo, Cunha, for example. We know these. We are well aware of these. Mbeumo killing it at Brentford. Cunha smashing it, basically keeping Wolves up. We've bought them and they've worked. I think the only one in recent time where we didn't actually have a clue and he's come in and done a decent job is probably Le Mans. But even then, do you see what I mean? But even because at the time we was linked to Emilio Martinez or Le Mans. Obviously, naturally, who do you pick? Martinez or Le Mans?
Martinez.
At the time, innit? So it's because you know him exactly.
Yeah.
World Cup winner.
There is a part of me where I think Le Mans is brilliant, and I stand by it. Every word. I genuinely do think he's top 3 current form this season. 100%, I stand by it. I don't think it would have been an absolute disaster if we got Martinez.
But I think they didn't want to get Martinez because of one, they looked at the attitude, and 2, because of the mistake. There's always some kind of weird, odd mistake in him. I think that's one of the reasons why. Whereas they can go for a younger version that they could really turn into like a global star. And when you look at him, he's very calm.
Yes.
Very, very calm. Lamens, extremely calm. I like that about him.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't want Martinez, to be honest.
No.
I'll be the first one here to say, I didn't want Martinez. Just because of what DC said, innit? Like,
yeah, true.
Don't get me wrong, he's a bad man still, like the World Cup winner and all of that, but there's times where, like, bro, you're head lost, bro, and
easy head lost.
Nah, you know what I mean?
No, I hear it.
I want my CBs to do that. I want the man them outside of the, you know what I mean?
Which leads me to a question for funds. Someone asked me yesterday, they were like, are Barca going to go in for Rashford? I said no, they've got no interest. Would you take him back at United? Optedly, I said, wait, hear me out. I said yes on the basis of I still want a backup left wing. Now, my reasonings for Rashford is keep him. If you don't want to lower his wage, get him out. If he does want to lower his wage or whatnot, keep him. Squad player, we need depth. Now, this is where my brain works. He can play left wing. He can play striker. And now, having that striker ability in him, I suppose now you can call him a veteran. He would help Sesko in the way he moves towards. Because sometimes I watch Sesko and I think, what are you doing? I think Rashford could help him. Also, Rashford has experience in Champions League. And I feel like every best part of Rashford at United has been in the Champions League when he's winning PSG, when he's beating Barcelona. Would you take Rashford?
Would I at Arsenal?
That chapter's closed, bro.
Nah.
That chapter's closed. Bro, you know it is. I hear your points in it, and they are good points, bro. But he is not happy here, bro. He is nowhere near happy here at all, bro. You've seen it in the last 2 seasons, bro. You know what I mean? Like he's nah, man. Nah. And with the backup left wing thing, Dorgu's there, innit? So it's Dorgu Cunha, because we're not going to use him as a left back. Look, Carrot brought him on, he put him left wing.
Yeah,
he got the best out of him.
Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? He didn't put him left back, he put him left wing. He kept short on, bro.
He'll get torn if he was in left back.
Yeah, bro. Like, he's not a left back no more, bro. He's a left or right winger, bro. Like,
or a wing back. And even then, at wing back, I'm a bit.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I don't want him wing back, bro. I don't want nothing to do with back with Gorgie, bro. Mums, bro. Pause. But Mums, I want him on the wing, G. Like, I don't want him there no more. We see what you've done with City and Arsenal, bro. Go back on the wing, G. Go back on the wing, fam. Like, what are you doing? Nah, man.
But he's
No,
gonna have
but
to
that
replicate that shot again. I don't know if he's got that in him again. Cunha,
it'll
yes.
take
Him,
it'll
I
take
don't know.
it'll take him a minute still. It's just come back in. He's rust in the blood clot.
Yeah, he was rusty against
He was
Liverpool.
rusty, fam. But yo, man expected that, innit? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Rashford, no. He's not.
Yeah,
He's
can I
not
tap
happy.
it?
He's not happy here. Barca saying that they're interested, but they're not willing to pay it. So he's
Okay,
more. They're
exactly.
more
Tells
time
you
not
everything
gonna
you need
buy
to
him.
know, bro. That romance is done, bro. Let it go. It's like you're still chasing off that girl, like she had left you time ago, like, and you're still
Bro,
hoping she'll come back. It's not the one, bro. Let her go.
bro,
Let her go, man.
let that
Yeah,
go, fam.
just
No,
let her
real
go,
talk.
man.
Let that
He's got
She
go.
don't love you no more, man. She don't love you. That was the past, man. Trying to
he's
say
got
you can't keep
14
living there.
goals. He's got 14 goals in 29 games in La Liga. He's played 11 matches in the Champions League, scored 5, assisted 3.
Pretty good.
No, he's done well, man. He's done well over there, man. But boss, if you want
The
to
freedom is
buy him,
different, bro. The freedom is also different. This is the thing that people are talking about, like, oh, Elise, the Elise of Bayern Munich to the Elise of Crystal Palace. Look at the levels; it's gone up. You have to understand. First of all, in England, everything is very different. We play winter games. We play a lot of games, bro. So these men are fresh come the new year. We're not. We're still kicking ball because obviously us in England, we don't give a fuck. We want to see during Christmas time. I want to see a man kicking the next man. I want to see man getting slid. You know what I'm saying? I want to see headbutts, elbows. You don't want to see screamers while I'm having my Christmas dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like the players are sacrificing time with their family to kick ball. So in Europe, they don't have that kind of shit there. Also, the physicality and the way teams set up in England is so different to how it is when you come to like the Bundesliga and the La Liga.
Yeah.
It's so different. Because I really didn't like the chat when they were talking about, how if PSG and Bayern were to come to the Premier League, they'd run away with it. That's a cap. That's cap,
no,
bro.
that's cap.
That's
I
a
don't think
cap.
so.
They might win
First
it,
of all,
but they're
they'll
not gonna run
suffer in
away
the
with it.
winter.
No way.
You see what I'm
No way.
saying? Them man will suffer in the wintertime. What? You want to tell me you're gonna go down to certain teams here where they're gonna kick the shit out
Them
of you, bro?
Them French shoots are not gonna like this winter thing, fam.
They
Real
will
talk.
not like the winter, bro. They want a summer
Germany,
team there. They're like,
but Bayern players maybe because they do play in the winter and it's snowy down there. But these French shoots are not going to like it, bro.
yeah,
Promise
but Bayern, they play the winter, but they play when it gets to winter, but then they stop. They have a winter break. We are the only one that don't have winter breaks. We continue
That's
all the
true,
way to the new year. Everyone resumes in the new year. So you think these men will be burnt out, bro? They have to have hella energy trying to stop these low block players and stuff like the teams that want to do low block. Brentford's long throws. Brentford kicking the shit out of certain man. Brother, I'm telling you this now. That's what I'm saying. Can you do it on a Monday night at Stoke? Yeah? During the winter time. Brother, nah. They're not walking away with the league. This is why this is the most interesting league in the world, because you go to any team and any team can turn you over on any given day. That is exciting compared to Bundesliga, where you know that 99% of the games is meh, and then you might have the odd Dortmund, the odd Leverkusen. You know what I'm saying? And in Spain, you got Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico, and then you have the odd once in a while, maybe Sociedad, doubt it. Sometimes Bilbao, doubt it. That weird win, but it's not. It's weird in Spain, but it's not weird in England because everyone in England has stepped up. All the teams have stepped up. You see what I'm saying? And the people forget that. So I find it very weird how they think PSG and Bayern will just come into this league and just do. But Elise and Ken will say to the man them when they come to England, hey man them, don't take it as a joke, you know. Certain man there will clean your clock, bro. They will literally come there to put your kneecap. Don't fuck
They'll
around.
two-foot you, bro, and get a yellow and move on, you know.
Move on. Thank you. Move on. And
at times it's Sunday league, you know. Like, you man think it's so nicey. Yo, at times man will take your
bro. Tell them. They might think we just out here sipping tea. Don't get it twisted. I'm sipping tea right now, but it's not that kind of thing. Get me?
Yo, bro.
I'm drinking tea, but it's not that kind of business out here. Come to the Premier League. You will get just the best way to see. The best way to show is. Do you remember that game when Tottenham played Inter Milan? And Gareth Bale absolutely tore Macon a new one. And that time, Macon was the best right back in the world. Do you remember that game, right?
That's the best way.
That was a wild game. And then he came back to the Premier League and they played Bolton, and he got the shit kicked out of him. He couldn't even do anything. Can you imagine? So that's the difference. That's what people need to understand. And it was that bald-headed you with the tats was the one that done him in the fullback. I can't even remember this guy's name. Zielinski, something Insky. Something Insky. Ends with Insky. He was the player.
Zielinski, if I'm not mistaken. Zielinski, if it's not mistaken.
Something like that. And he just Konchesky. Yeah,
Yo,
Konchesky.
you man don't know about these names, you know. Konchesky,
Yeah, I'm
fam. Are
saying
you mad?
Konchesky, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? You go to Europe and you're out here, la-di-da, thinking you're the guy. You come back to England, man, and remind you, welcome to England, bro. Welcome to England. Batter up in here. We have batter with our fish, mate. You know what I'm saying? Fish and chips, batter, yeah, a pint of Guinness, you know what I mean? Yeah, get a you know what I mean?
And you gotta realize as well, bro, it's not even just English players. Like, these teams are recruiting these unknown players, and they know it in the training, and then they know, like, yo, I gotta step up, I gotta be physically on my shit. Never mind just running and skills. No, you gotta be physically on it.
Just ask that rat, Bernardo Silva. Go ask that fucking rat, Bernardo Silva. He's tiny as fuck. He's a dirty little rat. You know what I'm saying? And that guy here, you look at him, somebody that size, how is my man so physical, that dirty little piece of trash?
He bounces off like it's nothing. He bounces off like it's nothing, bro. He handles 100%. It. He handles it. How long has he been here, bro? He handles it. He'll bounce off, man. He'll bounce off 3 man and still have the ball.
Imagine that's the difference, bro. So that's what I'm saying. That's what you say. That's exactly what it alludes to your point, that even certain men that are foreigners have come to England and they've learned that this is the only way I can kick ball is by being this guy. And Bernardo Silva is a perfect example. He's tiny, but he's diminutive as fuck. This guy here don't business, and he came from the French league. Came here, so he got kicked a few times. Certain man just swiped him like a credit card, and he was like, "Yo, okay, is that what they do down here? Yeah, 419 and that. Okay, cool. Certain man out here credit card checking people. Say less." And he came back and he just started becoming. He literally went and meditated and found his inner master splinter and turned into the king rat. Fucking rat bastard. That guy, I love that guy, but I hate him at the same time.
I definitely agree. I don't see. Do you know what it is? Do you see why? You know when people say like, "Oh, this team from a different league would do well." Notice it's always like you never actually hear people go, "If Real Madrid was in the Prem," it's always, "Oh, but if PSG and Bayern." The thing is, and it's not to discredit their league, because I'm sure if you're not the top dog, being mid in that league's difficult, because at that point I see you all as the same. But when people say, "Oh well, PSG and Bayern, they'd definitely get into it," you've got to notice, why do you think every game, like the game we watched today and last week with PSG and Bayern, them teams, they go high press because they're well aware they're coming up against NAF.
Yeah,
it's not to discredit players, but it is the same. Like I don't explain it. Like, could you imagine? Like, could you actually imagine Bayern Munich low blocking Hertha Berlin? What we do?
Impossible.
No way.
Do you know what I mean?
Impossible.
No. And have to play like Stoke City, bro. No chance.
Do you think Hertha Berlin or Hanover or Wolfsburg, do you think they actually sit there and master the perfection of playing as a low block? They don't.
No.
Unfortunately. And again, it's not to discredit them. I do like the Bundesliga. If ever a game's on, I do watch it. I do find it. I like how the banner's red. Weird. But like, just unfortunately, that's just the eye of the storm. It's not that they're not good enough. Their leagues, in my opinion, that league's still in 2014. It's still not a real tactic. There's not real pressure. There's not. Do you know what I mean? And like Leipzig. Oh God, Leipzig when they had Timo Werner. What do you mean when they had Timo Werner? They were finishing 6th, and it's not like it's not like, oh well, obviously because you've got Dortmund and you've got Bayern.
That's 2 teams.
What we doing? Mainz finished 5th. You're not even better than Mainz. Name a Mainz player. You couldn't. Like,
no.
Do you know what I mean? So when they say, "Oh, but they'd come into the Prem and blah blah blah," I'd fancy Sunderland over Bayern.
So do I.
I just would, because I think what Sunderland have done, and I think Sunderland's a pretty damn good example of when they say, "Oh, it'd be so easy for them to come into the Prem," they've come from the Championship. They've physically rebuilt a whole squad, and they're beating Setman's team.
Yep.
Not to pick at Arsenal, but they drew against Arsenal. Like, that's huge for a
They
team.
drew against Arsenal. They beat Chelsea. They beat a lot of good teams.
Bro.
That City just about scraped a 1-0 win against them.
The back-to-back Geordie rivalry. They went 2-0 against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When they say, "Oh, but it'd be so easy for them to," like, I understand why you think it. When they've got Elise, when they've got Kane, Musiala, I'm sorry. We had this debate months ago. Musiala, he wouldn't do fuck all in the Prem. I'm sorry, he wouldn't.
They kick the shit out of him.
He's too
He's
skinny.
a fucking baller.
He's a baller.
If he turns, man, it's done. If he turns you, you're done. You're done.
I think with the Bundesliga, I think, when it comes to transfer window and buying, like, players from the Bundesliga, I think the way I'd look at it is, I wouldn't want someone that's just had an overachieved season. I want someone that has individual brilliance. Okay, Cherky. Name one moment Cherky did it, Leon. You probably can't.
There's a few. What did he? What? The name of a moment for what? Sorry.
Name a moment Cherky done in Leon where it's got not the whole war. That's probably too far. But name a moment where you've gone, God, in 5 years' time, he's gonna win this and win that. There's probably not one.
No. I've just seen him thinking, this guy is a bad boy dribbler.
That's literally a bad boy dribbler. He's coming to the Prem, but he's always had that sort of individual brilliance about him.
Yeah.
And to me, in my opinion, I think that's what's edged that win against Arsenal with him having that individual brilliance. Like
100%.
Haaland wasn't missing that goal. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas Cherky, having that flair, having that be able to move, I don't think another player in the Prem could do that to Gabriel. Not in that aspect. I think
maybe Bobby.
I'll be honest with you. I think there's a few Premier League players that could possibly do that. Because you have to also remember it's in the box. So as soon as it's in the box, it makes it harder to tackle you. Players that can do something out of nothing sometimes. I don't want to say this, but I have to say it. Someone like Matheus Cunha could do that because he's that Brazilian guy. He could do that. I can see Bruno Fernandes doing something like that because he's just cold. Bruno Fernandes is just cold like that. I can even see Cole Palmer doing something like that because he can have that individual moment of brilliance that just even Estavio has that random individual moment of brilliance. There are a handful of players that could do that, but it just depends. Do you know what I'm saying? All the ones in Europe, they get their leagues allowing them to have games move forward, move back, so that they can play in the Champions League to try and win something. They're not doing that for us in the Prem. The Prem's like, no shit, man, get over it. You're a man. They don't put up with that shit. Do you see what I'm saying? So yes, you got man like PSG and Bayern coming in looking fresher, and people asking these questions. If you want, the thing is, you have to understand this. If you want to have that, you're gonna have to cut. You're gonna have to basically do only a handful of teams, like 3 teams, 3 elite teams, and then the rest are whatever, meh. 3 elite teams that you just pump everything into, and then they'll be able to be getting this guy, that guy. They'll be able to build a team like PSG, but we don't. We've got 6, 7 that are vying for that top 6, top 7 teams, and there's only so much of these players out there in the world. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you got Real Madrid and Barcelona, who automatically their name just rings bells, as it is already. You got Brazilians. As soon as Brazilians they start making a name for themselves, what's the name of the team they tend to want to go to is either Barca or Real Madrid. That is the Brazilian dream, period. Yeah. So like people are asking for, you know what it is? People are mowing their lawn, right? They're mowing their lawn in England, and they're looking over their neighbor's lawn in Europe and going, hey, what do you do what do you use to grow what fertilizer do you use to grow your grass? It's so dumb. Your grass is absolutely fine, but you're checking, you're side eyeing someone else's because that grass looks slightly shiny. Shut up, bro. You got grass. Your grass works. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. Stop side eyeing what's going on in Europe because our league is different to any other league. We play at a breakneck speed with ridiculous physicality. And then you got somewhere like Italy who play at a slow speed but physical. It's just the game. That's how the game is, bro. All this chat about these lot coming here and doing that, bro, I just think it's all air, man. They're great teams. I'm not saying they're going to do shit when they come to the Premier League, but to think that it's going to walk away with it, that man are going to get a lot of surprises. They will get a lot of surprises, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I find it strange. But what can you do, man? But United, though, you man are slowly getting there. Like, it's quite interesting to see what's going to happen for you next season. I'm very interested in what your transfer policy is going to be because I've seen some of the players you guys are after.
Oh,
I'm very interested.
Don't. It's not looking good. Well,
do you think you should get rid of Casemiro, or do you think you should give him one more year?
Let him go. He is.
Right.
He's quality. I don't think we'd be where we are without him. He is running on fumes.
So why do you want to get rid of him?
I would keep him, but he's
squad.
You don't want to stay in it, so
yeah.
You
have to make him a squad player. It'd be good to have around.
Of course, he'd be good to have around, bro. But he don't want to stay, bro. He said he wants to go. So
I think it's one of those. Once he's made that decision,
like
we just gotta let it go, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunately. But before we close off the United part, I would like to ask, Funds, what is your top 3 signings that, to you, in your eyes, need to happen for you to then go, I hope it's looking good here?
Well, I'll give. There's 3 positions in it, so I'll say both fullbacks, so right back, left back, and centre mid. We need 3 centre midfielders, minimum. Minimum. We probably need 2 left backs, bro. Cause I want to get rid of Shaw. I want Shaw gone still. If you're gonna keep Shaw, then bring a starting left back in it.
Yeah.
And the same with right back, bro. I don't mind Maz in it. If you're gonna keep Maz and get rid of Dalot, bring a starting right back. But if you're gonna keep both of them, still bring a starting right back and keep both of them as second and third options in it. And then we need 2 starting midfielders and a backup midfielder. 100%. 100%. So that's like fucking six signings, bro. That's annoying, but that's how I see it, innit?
It's unfortunately the nature of the beast.
That's max, innit? But minimum one or at least minimum, I'll say 2 midfielders and 1 on each side of the wing backs. 100%, bro. Then we should be okay. Yeah. We should at least compete for cup competitions. As much as I want the league, bro, we're not there yet. We're not there, innit? I'm always going to be honest. We're still limited.
Yeah. I'd argue, I know the past couple of months it's always been United need DMs, blah, blah, blah. Just from what it looks like if we're doing it on like likeliness, it's more likely we get Belieber rather than like
bad boy though.
He's not though. That's the issue. He's not.
You don't rate him.
No, but for more than just how he plays, don't get me wrong. Like he's been pocketed every game he's played. He made a right back replace him in DM in Hinshelwood.
But his head's been gone ever since the United link. That's the problem. But
okay, now that's a point. Let's dive into that. United, we've just got rid of players that are dead weight, right? We've got rid of players that don't physically want to be there anymore. Rashford, Anthony, Sancho, the list goes on. Do we want to bring another one of them in? Already, already he's kicked up a fuss, refused to train, refused to play because he didn't get that move to United.
Yeah.
So what's to say we sign him? City potentially after him. He does the same for us. I don't want that. I don't want to. Look, Amrin didn't do a fantastic job, but what he did well was not make the grounds toxic.
Do you know what? I actually fucking respect that. Do you know why I respect that? Because I was saying this to a few of my brethren who are Liverpool fans, yeah. When they first signed Isak, I'm like, I said to them, so you're telling me you're happy to take Isak? They're like, yeah, of course. I said, so, but you don't think that attitude is a bit of a madness? Because me personally, after what he did, that I wouldn't want him at Arsenal. And I wanted Isak at Arsenal. And they were like, nah, man, I don't care. He wanted to play for us. I said, okay, cool. So what happens when he has a good season, Real Madrid come?
Yeah, exactly.
And he does the same thing to you. Is that okay? No, of course, no, but it has to be okay. Because if you don't condemn the behavior he did at Newcastle to get to yourself, you think that's cool, then I can't hear you chatting no shit about my man if he wants to go to Real Madrid. If he does the same thing, you've got to be like, you know what? End of the day, it is what it is, right? Don't boo my man. Don't boo him. Don't send him no messages. Don't at him. Don't DM him. Just say to him, thank you, good luck.
Yeah.
But it's never gonna happen.
I just can't have a feel as well with United. You know, when you look at players that like are kind of in the bracket of they've been here for a long time, they would die for the badge. I mean, Harry Maguire sticks out like a sore thumb.
100%.
How many defenders have we had? Even us at one point, but fuck Maguire, get him out, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
But he's still here.
He's arguably been our best centre-back. Like,
he survived many managers.
Do you know what I mean? And I saw a TikTok, right? It's probably worst thing to go off. But I saw a TikTok and it was an edit, right? But it kind of made sense, right? Because it was like, I said like a lot. But it were going on to like photos of players like Dean Henderson, Rashford, Anthony, McTominay. I need to leave United to get God. And then it stopped and it was like, shut up and play. And it was just a montage of Maguire. And I thought, it's cringe. I fucking rate it though.
Maguire, yeah, he's a weird one, man.
Yeah,
he's a weird one still. He's a weird one, man. But credit to him. Yeah, credit to him, man. Like, he's had a lot of stick over the years, especially for me. Yeah.
Some of the stick has been unnecessary as well.
It's been unnecessary still, I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple people taking it too far. Yeah, that's another issue as well. And yeah, like the price tag is gonna play a part, and then obviously you're in a big club.
But you don't choose your price tag. Like, man, need to remember that. You don't choose your price tag. You don't make that decision. You think, yes, I get it. You paid 80 million for a fridge. But you know what? That fridge is working right now, is it not? You know what I'm saying? Your fridge is an eco light.
Yeah, but it took time to flipping turn the lights on and that, bro. Like, let's not just say, yo. Yeah.
You didn't buy the modern fridge. You didn't buy that fridge that comes with the ice maker. You know, you can just put your cup in the ice. You didn't buy that kind of fridge. You bought an old school fridge. Freezer on top, fridge at the bottom.
Yeah, but we haven't paid for that fridge.
Yeah, that as well. Like, that's another way. But that as well. But you could also say the same thing about over like world class players like your Mbappe's and that, bro. Like, he's, you know what I'm saying, like that, these type of players, you know what I mean. But yeah, no, Maguire, he's done very well past few months, bro. Yeah, I would say he's probably been our best centre back on form wise.
100%.
And no, credit to him, man. He's come a long way. You know, he's took all this stick, and obviously there's certain sticks as well where it's like, yo, it's unnecessary. But he's come a long way, man. And I'll be real, I want him here next season. Maybe not as a starting centre back, but yeah, for him being in the changing rooms and whatnot, and be a backup centre back, I'm all for it.
Yeah. I think a player of his caliber, I think he's obviously not pace-wise, clearly, but if we're talking about actually defending and the brutality, apart from pace, he screams Manchester United defender. I remember Vidic being like that. I remember Rio, Yapstam, even at a push, not a centre-back, but Dennis Irwin, when we had him left back, he had that rough brutality sort of, you know, at a posh. There's an argument for Chris Smalling. I know he didn't do massive, but when he was good, he was good.
Mm.
I think Maguire, for players like Heaven, for players like Yoro, he's such a good, like, you know, you see our City by Scott Carson to help the starter keeper. Maguire would be, he'd be phenomenal just to coach Yoro Heaven. We've seen Heaven. Heaven's, in my opinion, Heaven's already that level. But Yoro,
hella talented Heaven. You're welcome, by the way, nigga.
Yeah, thank you. 1 million. But you
fuck
see,
you.
you
I love Heaven, so fuck you.
But when we talk about Yoro, Yoro's fantastic, but fuck me, his confidence kills him. If there's a player that had fuck all but shit and actually delivers, and had, like we just said, over criticised, Maguire's the guy to go, hold on, don't take it all in.
Yeah. You should listen to him. Yoro's got a lot of talent. Yeah. I remember they were even naming him as the next Saliba. That's supposed to be the new Saliba in that. Like, you can see there's talent there, but it just needs to be nurtured. And again, it could be the same ways. You see, when we thought, like, how we thought when we first got Saliba. When we first got Saliba, we were like, let's see this, man. Let's see this, man. They set him on loan. And we were like, wait, what's going on? And that loan turned him, the 2-year loan, turned him into this beast. The same thing can happen to Yoro. Sometimes it's just what's needed. We had that with Jack Wilshere. I mean, perfect example, Harry Kane. Harry Kane needed 2 spells on loan before he became Tottenham's Harry Kane. So certain players just need that. And unfortunately for him, he was brought in to a mess and expected to just come in there and just do the business. And he's a youth. You can't put all that on the youth's shoulders, bro. A club as big as Manchester United, like that's like top 3 of the biggest clubs on the planet, and you expect a little Mayu to come from France and carry the weight that certain seniors crumbled. Seniors were crumbling under that weight. What are you expecting from a Pickney to do? Like they need to calm down and just let my man just simmer.
Do you know the
I'm not even a United fan.
Do you know the day I saw Yoro and I thought he's a United defender? Was when last season when we played Newcastle, and there were a bit of Newcastle had a corner, and there were a bit of pushing in the box, and Yoro just grabs him and shoves him. Dude, absolutely brilliant, man. And we're gonna move on. DC, while you're here, we'll go to the Arsenal segment because, man, 3-0. I mean, we'll give it you.
Yeah, man.
Before we let you do your analysis on the game, I would like to preface. I would like to think what other Arsenal fans think as well, but genuinely, I think that's the best performance you've had this season.
I think it's the best performance we've had in 2026, but not this season, no.
What game tops it?
The game against Atletico when we smoked them.
I mean,
the game against Bayern where we smoked them. Aston Villa.
You think you played better than that?
Yeah.
Shit. No, I don't know about Aston Villa, but I agree with the Atletico and Bayern, though.
100% Atletico, Bayern, 100%. The reason why I say Aston Villa is because of the jeopardy at the time as well. Aston Villa at the time was still supposed to be title rivals, and they were in good form, and we took them to the sword. Whereas Fulham, don't get me wrong, Fulham is a very good side. I rate their manager as well. Like, I think he's a great manager. They got a great way of playing football. And it was a great game. It was an easy, controlled game. It's just, and I get it. Okay, maybe also people look at it because of the jeopardy, because obviously everyone was like, Fulham could be the banana skin. But I also think because of the time.
At that point, am I wrong?
Sorry?
You the point where you played at Villa again.
Yeah.
That wasn't that long after you lost to him.
Exactly.
I'm sure.
Yes, it wasn't. It was 3 weeks after. And that's why that game was. That's why I highlighted. Yeah. That's why I highlight the game so much, because of the fact that we just lost to them in a heartbreaking last minute Buendia goal to then play them again, still seen as title rivals. And there wasn't a good run we played them, and we took them to the sword, bro. Took them to the sword. So, but Bayern, smoked Bayern. Absolutely smoked Bayern. Smoked Atletico. So yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. When it happens, it happens. Do you get what I'm saying? When it happens, it happens. But it was a good game. It was a good game against Fulham.
I'm going to ask, are we confident?
About PSG?
No. Oh, we can get into that, but winning the Prem.
About winning the Prem? I'm quite a balanced. I'm quite a balanced Arsenal fan. I don't get too gassed too easily. None of that shit there. I'm not gonna be. I weren't screaming the quad and all that fuckery there. I never said that. I never said that because it's the quad. If it was that easy, somebody would have done it by now. That's a very, very difficult thing to achieve. We can dream about the quad.
God damn. God
Hey, leave my boy Trims alone, man. Leave my boy. Shout out to my boy Trimless. Shout out to my boy. Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. I am confident that we can win the league. Whether we will is a different conversation, but I have the confidence. I have to be confident that we're going to win the league. Leave Trimless alone, fam. You evil guy. Yeah, so fucking evil. Hella evil, bro. Scumbag.
Nah, do you know what? When I first made it, I thought, nah. I was like, I don't know if I can show this.
You're actually a scumbag, you know that.
No, I was doing it for a clip because there was a pod where we both said something questionable. Now, because before we always rinsed this one, the Bukayo Saka one. We always
you do, yeah, you fucking do.
And then me and Trims on a pod said like both on the same pod, mad. And I'm thinking, fuck it, as punishment, just to make sure, like as a warning for the man, if you say anything or slip up, like this is your punishment. Now, I did it for Trimless and it worked out beautifully. Now I did it for me, and I went from KLS to Carlito. I can't have that on the internet. I can't have that on the internet. So only Trimless held the smoke. But I thought, it's borderline racist. I can't do that. I bet the man then would laugh, but the people watching won't. So, but no, talk to me about Fulham. I thought, what a performance! Gyökeres with 2 goals. Yeah,
Gyökeres should have been more. Should have been more goals and stuff like that. But do you know what? I felt like it was just they did the first half. They did what they needed to do, and then they conserved energy for the second half, just taking players off. Saka, quick 45-minute cameo, took off Rice, and it made sense. It made sense because obviously he played against Atletico. And you know what? Yeah, some people are even trying to downplay this Atletico game. Atletico, they're dead. They're this. Okay, Atletico so dead, yeah. Go chat to Barcelona. Go call up Barcelona's manager and say to him, how dead are Atletico Madrid, who knocked them out the Champions League and the Copa del Rey? Go tell them when Atletico smoked them, was it 4 or 5 in one of the games? Go chat to that team. Because people trying to downplay this whole Atletico thing. Simeone, respect my man. People can talk all that shit. They want to say it to his face because he will fuck you up. Simeone will fuck you up. I'm angry at Simeone. I wouldn't even say that. I'll be calling Sir Simeone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have you seen my man without his shirt? He looks, brother. Man looks like an action man. How are you a retired manager and you look like he should be in 300? He looks like a Spartan. You wouldn't play with him. So people trying to downplay Atletico Madrid. The fact of the matter is, if Atletico is so dead, why weren't we playing Barcelona in the semi-finals? If Atletico is so dead, why is it that they took Barcelona out of 2 cups? 2 cups, bro. Sorry, it's pedigree. It's pedigree. Arsenal had to. And it was in the semi-finals. It wasn't going to be some mad... People trying to... You know what, yeah? People already had this narrative about the game's boring. Because you went and saw a 9-goal thriller where there weren't defenders on the pitch. PSG versus Bayern, there weren't no defenders on the pitch. Everybody's a winger and a striker. You saw that game and you automatically went, oh, yeah, the Arsenal Atletico game is boring. The first leg of the semi-finals wasn't boring. It was actually quite an interesting game. You saw a lot of intricate passing. It was a fencing match where you saw 2 managers testing the waters with each other, and it came with drama. So how can you say the game was boring? The second leg that we played on Tuesday wasn't boring either. People just wanted to have that narrative But if you really watch it, you'd be like, it was not a boring game. It was a tactical game. It was just a tactical game. And the team that you know, and what's so funny about it is we kept them at an arm's length. They had some spells in the game, which would be undeniable. If you have to be a fake Arsenal fan to say that Atletico didn't have spells in the game. They did. We defended it well, but they did have spells in the game, and it's expected. It's a semi-final of the Champions League. You're not going to have moments where it's just going to be 90 minutes of domination. You name me a semi-finals where it was just 90 minutes of pure domination from the opposition team. It's not. That's why they were the semi-finals. So people want to downplay as much as they want to. That's their problem. Like I said, if you think it's Atletico or Wash, whatever, just go shout Hansi Flick, innit, yeah? And let me know. Say to Hansi, I'm asking for a friend, innit? A friend told me to ask. Shout him and ask about Atletico. I'm asking for a friend. Why, lads? That's my piece, man. Sorry, I get very passionate sometimes.
Oh, I must ask. Declan Rice and a sex.
Bad boy.
Is Bukayo Saka back?
Boy. Yeah, it's great to have him back. I'm not gonna lie. I had a feeling he was gonna be the one. I don't know what it was, but I had a feeling he was gonna be the one that was gonna do that and put us through.
I must say, with the Fulham game, as much as I think, in my opinion, I think, considered what's at stake and whatnot, I think this is the best game Arsenal's had all season in the Premier League.
I can understand why you say that because of what's at stake.
How Ben White was still shocking, I won't understand.
Ben White, listen, Ben White is right now, he's moving like an informant.
Yo, what going with him, fam?
He's an informant. Ben White's an informant, bro. Like, that's what he is. Do you know who Ben White is? Ben White is what is that dark-haired guy from Harry Potter? Oh, the Snape. He's Professor Snape. He's a double agent. That guy there, 1 minute he's out there trying to sabotage the Arsenal team. Next minute he's trying to sabotage the Oppo. You don't even know what he's on. And I'll tell you something else. Side note, Madueke. Brother, how is it? I put in a group chat yesterday. How is it that my man came on the pitch? I remember there was a counter-attack. Rice ran all the way up. Yeah, there you go. That's Ben White right there. That's Ben White right there. Ben Snape White. That's him right there. Mr. Snape. That's him right fucking there. Double agent. Double fucking agent. This guy here. I don't trust nothing from my man, bro. I don't trust nothing. I just want to just hit my with the Patronus. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to just do to my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had enough of his fuckery. But thing as well though, what's that dickhead? Madueke, how is it that we had a counter-attack? Rice, who's been playing all that time, was sprinting back. Madueke was jogging. How are you blowing? You've only been on the pitch for 10 minutes, bro. And you're blowing already. Nah, man. Stop that. He was scaring me. His decision.
Is he still not carrying a knock?
Who?
Madueke.
So is Rice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I think
so is a bagger man. A bagger man that thing's carrying knocks.
I do think.
But he just came on.
When you're pointing like that, I hear it still.
Do you see what I'm saying, bro? Like, my thing is this, yeah? Okay, cool, you're carrying a knock, but bro, the players literally jogged right past you, and you're still jogging, and you're watching a man like Declan Rice, who was further off the pitch, blowing, sprinting, giving everything, but you've just come on. How are you not even trying to jump? You get what I mean, though? Like, even if you even show that you're trying, it's so poor. So poor.
I feel bad.
60
Hey,
no.
that made me feel real bad for you then. I said, you're not trying.
He's not trying, man. Why are you not trying, man? Nah, seriously, bro. We paid 55 million for dreadlocks. Like
55 million for KSI. But I'm sure a lot of you lot knew that this signing wasn't going to be the best signing. Like, it's going to be a frustrating signing.
Frustrating. When could have got Semenyo
the things he was doing at Chelsea, it was insane. Like, he was score a hat trick against Wolves and fucking talk shit about him online. Like, you're signing a kid, you know what I mean? And like, it's
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
as a backup replacement, bro, it's not good, is it? It's
I
not.
think,
No,
I
it's
think he's
not.
Especially as much as we take the piss out of Saka, but like Saka is
Levels.
like in somewhat part of levels, isn't it? And Madueke ain't. He ain't even a good backup.
No, it's not. Semenyo for 30 million, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how you man didn't go for him, you know.
yeah.
Bro, he called us. My man apparently his agent called and said, "Yo, before I sign for City, I just want to know you man interested." Like, yeah, we are, but we want to sign you in the summer for free. Fuck off,
No,
man.
man, are dumb, bro. That's stupid,
You
bro.
see what I'm saying? You signed him in January.
30
We won the
M's is
league.
jibs from. 30 M's is
Easy.
peanuts, bro.
Easy. That's won the league. We
Peanuts.
won the league with that, bro. We would have won the league quicker
There's only
with him in the team.
there's only one winger I'd arguably say Madueke is better than, and obviously it's the guy himself, the rat.
Hey,
The
I'd
Rat
argue
Queen.
about that, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The Rat Queen. Because the Rat King
think,
is Bernardo Silva.
I'd argue
Well,
about that
that's
still.
man.
Madueke and Garnacho. That's a good battle. That is. I'm not gonna lie.
Imagine if it was still at Chelsea.
That's
Oh
what I'm
my
saying,
days.
fam. Like,
That's a
man,
double
look at
heart
what he
attack.
was doing. Man, look at what Madueke was doing at Chelsea, bro. And then he's going to Arsenal, bro. He's like scored what, 1 goal now, 2 goals.
No, he scored about 7.
I will fact check that.
And most of them came from the FA Cup now.
Yeah, he scored 3 in the Champions League.
Yeah,
He's got 2 goals, 1 assist in Premier League.
Yeah, 2 goals. I know one of them was against Brentford in the 1-1 draw.
No. EFL Cup. Is EFL Cup FA Cup? Or is that Carabao?
Carabao.
Oh, well, it played 3 times, scored none, assisted none. UEFA Champions League, 9 matches, 3 goals, no assists.
3 goals, yeah.
I think Madueke is a luxury player. Like,
Yeah.
in an asset of like, it wouldn't blow me out the water. Wouldn't blow me out the water if like something came out about him and they were like, well, I started at PSV. I chose Chelsea because I was academy there and they're going to pay me more money. Then while at Chelsea thinking, well, Arsenal want me. They're going to win the league.
Them.
I'll add that to my cabinet. Do you know what I mean? Like, it won't blow me out the park if that was his mentality of, right, well, I'm gonna go Arsenal just because they might win the league, and then my wage goes up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
To me, Madueke is.
he put that in his story, you know.
What's that?
He put it in. He put the transfer on his story when he got transferred, didn't he? He put it on his story and he was like,
"Oh yes, of course.
Sorry, Chelsea, but I don't know how much is he getting at Arsenal. Whatever wage he is, bro.
100 and it's just under 200. 150.
Yeah. He was like, sorry, Chelsea, but I'm not gonna turn this money down. I'm thinking, you fucking prick.
Wow, lad.
Yeah, he's on 150k.
Yeah. What a mug. Who goes around and says that?
Fucking wanker. Nah, man.
He just screams like one of those players where, like, you know, when they're not playing and like they go on a night out. Get the cameras ready, lads. Get the cameras ready.
Probably.
Like,
And then they'll be pissed if they don't play or they don't get picked.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man.
I found it. Wait, if I do that, found it. Look at I tell you what, the cheek on that foot. I'd slap him silly. I'm sorry, I would. Sorry, Blues.
Yeah, I told you.
Holy shit!
Fucking knob.
What a shit bag.
I don't know if it's AI or not, but bro, if he's done that, I believe he has done that. He's that type of guy.
There's multiple though. Everything about this place is shit.
I don't think he said that.
I don't think he said that. That's wild.
No, he did.
That's crazy.
No, honestly, I swear to God, he did. So he scored against Wolves. Then
Wolves, yeah. He did.
Wolves thing, yeah.
Yeah,
100% he did that.
Yeah. Because he got back like he did it. He did it at half time, not even full time, half time. Bro,
yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? At this point, Wolves aren't even that Wolves we see today. This is Wolves where, like, they're slowly deteriorating, but they're still picking up little wins, like maybe against a Fulham. And you know, Madueke for me. Again, I made a TikTok about it about if Arsenal win the league. In my opinion, there's not more than 5 players that actively deserve to win the title. And
wow.
But just facts. I just think that's how it is. I think Raya deserves it. I think Timber's a posh. Saliba, Gabriel, Rice. So then, yeah, you probably would add Timber in there. To me, no one else in Arsenal I look at and go, God, they're winning the league, and I'm not surprised. Like, Trossard, has he been that good to lift the trophy? Martinelli,
Yes, he has. First half of the season, he was our best attacker.
But I'd accept that argument if there was only one half of a season. We're thinking of 2. We're looking at it as a combined season. Even now, is he playing like he deserves one? No. Saka wasn't playing like you're going for the title. Saka's worst season. Gyökeres can't find his feet. Havertz, who was meant to come back and was meant to be the replacement of a godly Gyökeres, he's come back and done like naff all when you look at the grand scheme of things. Jesus isn't picking up his feet. Zubimendi is on and off. Odegaard, obviously the same as a ghost train. Norgard's not seeing minutes. Ben White, unfortunately, is seeing minutes. I mean, I'd argue Mosquera, because when he's come in, he's been fantastic. But even then,
Nkapie as well. I think
yeah.
Nkapie's done not too bad, but I still think he's a centre back though. Boy, he's done too bad.
But do you see, like when City won the league, like was it not last year, year before? Every one of them players, you go, yeah, fucking damn right. Gundogan on fire, De Bruyne on fire, Foden at this point, who are player of the year, Haaland banging it left, right, and centre. Mahrez, fantastic. Who were their left side at that point? I don't remember who, but even Edison, Diaz, Akanji, fantastic every week. I don't think Madueke will ever get to that sort of, like, you see this project Arsenal are building with the Gyökeres and the Havertz and the Madueke and all that. Havertz, Madueke, he should never have been in that conversation.
Of course not.
When you've got a player who's looking to go to a team, and again, not to poke fun, but who are quite well known for bottling it every year, bottling everything they go into, not winning anything for how long. You bought a player that realistically, let's say you don't win the league miraculously, and you don't win the champs. Madueke in his mind will go, if a team comes in for me this summer, I'm gone. Because he's got
that mentality in it.
100%, bro.
It's got that mentality.
And he's got to look at it in his best endeavours and think, hold on, I've joined thinking I can help them win. They've bottled it again. It actually is a curse. Like, they're never going to win it. Let me move somewhere else. He will. Not like your Rice, who will stay. Your Saliba, that will stay. Your Gabriel, that will stay. Your Raya, that will stay. Timber, that will stay. Like, Martinelli, he's going to get shifted off, even if you win. Like, do you see what I mean? It's not an Arsenal... Everything about Arsenal is run by, again, the same 5 names. Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, and again, arguably Timber. Can you see any of them leaving anytime soon?
Possibly Saliba.
Possibly, but that'd have to be a Madrid. Like, he wouldn't leave you to go...
Yeah.
I don't know, like Chelsea. He won't leave you to go to Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you look at Rice, he's been thick and thin in that. He's stayed put. All these players, they're what your team's fueled by. You take Rice out of the Arsenal team, you don't work the same. Again, yes, you could argue when Mosquera's in, he does fill that gap. But realistically, could Mosquera, could he start every game? No.
No, but he's 20. He's 20 years old.
Yeah, for sure. But as of right now, he couldn't.
As of right now, he couldn't. But the point of what Arteta was doing was the fact that he knew when that season when we I wouldn't say I'd say 3 seasons ago we could say we bottled the league, and that was when we lost Saliba, and we had Rob Holding against fucking Haaland, which just makes no sense. You might as well just put a Sunday League centre back there. Like, it made no sense. And from that, we've learned that we need to, if we can't match the same quality, we need a certain level of quality.
Yeah.
If we have injuries. That's the reason why Nketiah was brought in, and also the reason why we bought Mosquera, because there's games where Mosquera's come in and he's looked fantastic as a centre back.
He's unbelievable.
Do you see what I'm saying? So I get what you mean, but when it comes to players that deserve trophies, that have done something, every single person has had some kind of moment in this thing. Even Madueke, that goal against Brentford.
Kepa?
Not in the league, no, because he hasn't really played in the league. He just
the league.
Yeah, when I mean like for the league itself, I feel like a lot of the players had something that they've done in the league that's done something. You see what I'm saying? Like, Saka hasn't had the best of his season. Saka's getting kicked left, right, and center, but people forgetting this nigga was consistent for 5 years. Consistently. And you have to remember as well, if you go check his stats, he's supposed to use what you call a defensive winger. He has more ground covering and more defensive duties and more tracking back than most wingers that play in his position. And yet his output is still top 4 in the world. And people want to talk shit about Saka here. The guy's been overworked. He'll play every game for Arsenal, every game for England, even in the friendlies, every game. You wonder why my man's having a shit season. He's burnt out. Like, he's a slave to the game.
Just keep going. I'm really bottom for the toilet, but keep going.
But you see what I'm saying? He's a slave to the game. I just don't think. I think they need to calm down on that. But when it comes to players, I think Gyökeres, end of the day, he wasn't what everyone expected him to be. But you know what? My man's got 21 goals this season. Can't really knock that. He's hit double figures. He scored some important goals this season as well. So he's taking time. He slowly looks like he's kind of getting into. He's not going to be that striker that we're used to seeing at Arsenal, but he's a workhorse and he's slowly winning the fans around. Havertz has been injured. He's come in and had some important moments. Eze has had some bad boy moments this season. I'm looking at all the players. Every player has pretty much had something in the Premier League that they can say. Even I know you were talking about Trossard. First half of the season, Trossard was the best attacker, and in the last couple of games, Trossard has come out and shown why he is still the guy. He's a clutch player. Trossard is a clutch player. He's a weird anomaly because he's a player where he'll come off the bench, he'll do a match, and you'll be like, yo, this guy is sick. He needs to start. He'll start and he'll be dead. Dead. Absolute dead. Washed. Then you put him back on the bench. He comes out and you're like, this guy's sick. He needs to start. Do it again. Dead. Do you know what I'm saying? He's weird like that. And then now Martinelli's picked up the same thing. Martinelli's now the same as well. He'll come off the bench. You'll be like, yo, this is why Martinelli should start. Then he comes on and starts like, why is Martinelli starting? I don't want to have a left wing like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that kind of left wing, bro. When I need to see my left winger be like, yeah, you're the guy. Not why are you here, bro? Because he's not Brazilian. Martinelli is not Brazilian, bro. He's from Scunthorpe. Yeah? I'm telling you this right now. His name is
what happened to him? The first season, bro, I actually enjoyed watching him, bro.
Yeah.
The first season when he came to Arsenal.
When he first came to Arsenal, he was the guy.
Remember when he scored that goal against Chelsea where he went through N'Golo Kante?
Yes, he was the guy.
Bro.
That season when he scored 15 goals, bro, I was like, nah, it's like, we've got a gem. Because even Jurgen Klopp was like, you guys there, that Martinelli kid, he's going to be the truth. Klopp said it. And I was like, yeah, I can see it. But now I'm seeing Martin Elliott from Scunthorpe. Yeah? Martin Ellie from Scunthorpe. Ellie for short for Elliott. Yeah, from Scunthorpe. Not a Brazilian. Because I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know whether it's his confidence. I don't know what it is. I'm just concerned. Very, very concerned of Martinelli. We need another left winger. We need like a direct left winger. And I don't even think Rodrigo's the guy.
Would you take?
No.
Faz?
Fuck no.
Faz?
Fuck no.
You never know, though. Arteta likes them type of players, bro.
Because Arteta's the piety and pussy, yo. I don't care whether he likes those kind of players, bro. He can fuck off with that one. We already gave us Madueke, yeah, with your Lego hair. We don't want to be having that fuckery. Don't bring us another one. You gave us Havertz. Then you bought Madueke. You want to do Garnacho? Nah, bro. He does that. It's done for him. I'm pulling up to his yard, bro. I'm pulling up to his yard. I'm not having that shit. I'm not having that shit. You can't try and do a hat trick. Like, we were known for taking Chelsea rejects. And you want to go do that? Man United to Chelsea rejects. Fuck you, bro. No. Fuck no.
But we might be able to give you Ugarte as well.
Oh, you can go fuck yourself. Ugarte wouldn't even make it my Sunday league team. Try to tell me about giving us Ugarte to play for Arsenal. Fuck no. Would you make your Sunday league team? You ain't gonna make my Sunday league team.
It won't make my Sunday league B team.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck that guy. Ugarte with his massive head. Guy got fucking some demigod head. The guy's head shaped like one of those Aztec gods. Waste, man. Never rated Ugarte.
I had Googled Mosquera after me saying I don't see a player like that and obviously other names leaving anytime soon. Benfica's heavily linked to him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
A lot of teams are heavily linked. And in all honesty, he'd make most teams. He'd start for most teams. When you watch him play, you can tell he'd start for most teams. Because he really, I don't even know how he found that gem. He's actually a gem. He is an actual gem.
He was playing for, it came through Valencia.
Valencia, yeah.
Yeah. I remember he had, who were they playing? They were playing someone of like that. Villarreal. They were playing Villarreal. This is where, remember Gerard Moreno?
Yes, of course.
That Spanish striker they had.
With the 1R Gerard, yes.
Yes. And so this was a season where, how many did he bang? He banged like 20 plus. And they were like, but it was like one of those Spaniards up front where it was like, didn't do much at the start. A bit like keepers. You know how keepers, like their prime's like in their 30s. His prime, this was his peak prime. And I remember he was playing Valencia. And I remember, obviously I don't remember like knowing it was Mosquera. But I remember watching the game. What game was it? They were close to relegation. One of them were close to relegation. I forget which one it was. And I watched it. And Mosquera pocketed Moreno. Like, I remember, you know how Mosquera does that? Like, someone will shoot and it'll slide and it'll deflect off his knee.
Yes.
He did that about 4 times that game. Like, it was fantastic. But obviously at the time I didn't think, God, this Mosquera's decent. Like, I know him. Like, never that. But just watching him, I thought, Jesus God, he's quality. But talking about players, Miles Lewis Skelly.
Oh, Miles Bumba Clark Skelly, you know.
Talk to me.
Let me tell you something about Skelly. Skelly-Armus. Let me tell you something about Skelly-Armus. Get me. Shout out to Harry Potter and that. Coming this winter. I'm not sponsored by them, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting the man them know. Get me. The new Harry Potter's coming out soon and that. So, Skelly-Armus. Can't lie. All the Arsenal fans been screaming for this guy to go midfield. We've been screaming it for a minute, like, yo, just test man in midfield and let's see. And in all honesty, he surprised me. I knew he could do the midfield thing because obviously, you know, when he played left back last season and he does those crazy marauding runs, I was like, yeah, I can see that. But I didn't know what to expect. And then respect to Arteta, the fact that he tested it out against Fulham, it worked, and he was brave enough to say, you know what? I'm going to do it in the semi-final, second leg. Yeah. And he did great. Lewis Skelly did absolutely fantastic. I'm really impressed with that. And I think, you know, maybe the future could be him there. We can actually now rotate it around. And if Ethan comes in and we've got what do you call it? We've got our little boy as well, our little 16-year-old superstar. I feel like the future is bright with regards to that midfield area because let's be honest, he's a 10. You know what I'm saying? Our superstar, he's a 10. He's not a winger. We play him on the wing, but he's actually a 10. Do you see what I'm saying? And so we got Ethan and Ranieri still out there. We could have a midfield where we can rotate it with Ethan, Rice, Zubamendi, Miles, Rice, what do you call it? Ethan. There's so many different things that we could actually do. Like, so it's all just, it depends. But Dowman as well, I think, on our superstar, I think he will also be someone that could go in the 10. So you could have Rice and Miles, Dowman in the 10. You could, the future looks bright.
I think you'd want a player like Dowman, you know, like young, thimble.
Yeah, direct.
Kind of
and drives.
Not to say he has it now. Yeah. But not to say, obviously, he's that level yet. But being so young and being so athletic, potentially becoming like a little bit like a Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Just small little nimble dude, just gets, you know, in and out of, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Which is mad because he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
At 16, he's 6 foot years old already, like, you know. So I think that's actually crazy. Like, it's actually, I can see he looks, you know, he looks really, really good. I watch him and I'm like, he doesn't look like a fraudster. He really doesn't. You know when you get youngsters, they try and gas up the youngsters. Yeah. When I watch him play, I'm like, he's not a fraud. There's actually a serious player in there, and if nurtured properly, like I think he could be something so special.
Do you know what? That's the difference between Arsenal fans and United fans. Yeah, I must try and find out his name. I think we was playing Newcastle for the first time. Manchester United, and so this were a period where I think Mainu was injured, Fernandez was injured. So our midfield was not looking good. So this was a time where we had Fonz, you remember when we had Fletcher DM, like it were not good at all. I must try and find them because you see how you're talking about Dalman going, God, yeah, he's the future, blah blah blah. Like you'll give him time, innit? I can't find it. I think it's Matono. So his name's something like that, and he came on. He had one touch of the ball, and then in the group chat straight away was like, "Oh, well, he's get him gone. He's fucking shit. Like, dude, we're on him instantly." So it's mad. You saying like, "Oh, Dowman, like so young or so I say so young already, but so young and so top quality already."
Yes, he is.
Especially again, not to poke fun, but supporting a club that's botched it every year. You've nearly botched it this year. That it is. To be fair, I must take my hat off because it's almost a miracle. You've still got such patience for such things. You see us United, we've already been there, done that. But like we explained earlier on, how we need players now. We can't buy them loan. Like the fact there's still a bit of patience, like within you, to me is a bit like it's remarkable.
But you have to, though. That's the thing. You have to have patience because you're dealing with youngsters, and with youngsters, you already know they're gonna have moments where they're gonna be inconsistent. It's just part of it's part of parcel of what goes with being a young footballer. Is that you know, and you need to actually have patience with these kids because this is one of the reasons why a lot of these kids also suffer. And they don't reach their potential because all that pressure, you just expect them to just become a world beater. There's only a handful of players that are able to do that. Yeah. So that's why, you know.
I hear it. Man, we must move on. 1 hour 30. We've only done 2 teams. But not moving too far ahead. City versus Everton. What?
Oh.
My opinion.
My days.
In my
opinion, I can't believe they didn't get a penalty, Everton.
You think?
Yeah.
I was surprised Keane didn't get sent off.
That too. I was surprised he didn't get sent off. But I was also surprised that they didn't get a penalty either.
I must
Because
say
that
the referee was very much like, oh, fuck it, go on, this is great. Like, do you know what I mean? In the moment, oh, killed him. Play on, go on, go on. Like, that referee, what a game.
I feel like I know what refs know what they're doing, you know.
Yes, yeah.
I feel like they know what they're doing. They come on, man. These refs, they're fans of football, innit? Like, they support clubs and like, you know what I mean? So like, unless they do it for money, bro, they know what's going on in the football world. They know like what's at stake, like that, the pressure of things or whatnot. So like, when they do some mad decisions or give players leeways and that, and you're thinking. In a normal game, if this was the first game of the season or the fifth game of the season, man, are getting sent off, bro.
Oh,
or man, are giving penalties and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So,
100%. You ever see that clip of that referee? He jumped on a podcast and they were telling stories of when he used to ref.
Oh, he's a fucking Mongo. That Mark, is it Mark Clattenburg? Is that his name?
No, not him. This dude's retro. This was when Ian Wright was playing, and it was
okay.
No,
if it was Matt Clattenburg, bro, he's a douchebag.
Yeah, bro. Absolute donut.
The things we were saying, bro, I was thinking, you egotistical fuck.
Yeah, but this one, I think it was Arsenal versus, I think it was Stoke. And apparently, he sat there on this podcast and he thinks he's dead funny, and he's telling this story about Ian Wright, and I think Ian Wright had just joined Arsenal at that point. And obviously, you can imagine it, man. Them Stoke, like, they're kicking the shit out of him. And they were like, Ian Wright kept on coming up to me, telling me how to do my job, blah, 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 this and that, da, 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 da. So I said, all right, Ian, play on. And then it were like, he sits there and he goes, in my head, I know what I'm going to do. Every time Ian Wright gets tackled, I'm going to play on.
Oh, see what I mean? Like, things like that is so silly, bro.
Disgusting.
So silly.
Disgusting. Do you know what sucks as well? He goes on to go, Ian Wright, the Stoke, what was it? It was like they realised that he weren't getting fouls or anything, so they just kept on going like into him more and more and more. I'm like, what? Like, take away your. I must try and find the clip. You take away the aesthetic of it, but then you actually might actually injure someone, and then it's not funny.
Exactly.
Especially at them times as well, bro. Injuries. But then,
tackles. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, speedy recovery and you're back within a few months like you are nowadays, bro. Like, you're out for time, bro.
I found it. Wait, let me get it up. I don't want it to be. Oh, I tell a lie. Sorry, it was playing for Forest at this point. It's yeah. And like, do you know what I mean? Not to poke fun at people for what they look like, but you can tell. You can look at him, cunt.
Oh yeah. He probably had them fluffy curly hair, bro, that was receding.
Yeah.
And I come back and fried bigger fish than.
Look at him. See what you see?
So I thought, right,
I
decided to play a little. Basically, the game was, if he got fouled, I weren't going to give it.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Are you hearing that?
He gets clattered.
Another man are laughing as well. It's like, bro.
He's looked at me and I've run away. 5 minutes later, fullback's had a dig at him. It's the day. Play on. And he looks at me again. Third time, another one goes in. Play on. He said, what the fucking hell are you doing? I said, I'm playing a little game with you, Ian, and when you learn the rules, you're going to enjoy this afternoon a lot more than you're enjoying it now. And I ran off again. Anyway, suddenly, Walsall's players realised that they'd got free hand to assault, and they've started to go for it big time, and he's getting pummeled. I'm thinking, I'm going to have to rein this in and give a free kick and sort this out. Anyway, 3 players from Walsall went in on him, all at the same time. He come out of this tackle, and he's going up in the air, and he must have been about 6 foot off the ground at the top of it, and I'm just about to blow, and he's at the top of this arc, and he shouts, I'll do it, ref, fucking play on.
Bro, do you know what I mean? I don't want to bring bad vibes, but like,
I know why he finds it funny, but if it went wrong,
you know, if he snapped his meniscus or meniscus, is it meniscus? What's like a TK out with?
Yeah, he's Achilles.
Achilles
meniscus.
Like, could you imagine if he
cruciate,
popped that?
yeah.
We're not seeing Ekitike until next year, not next season.
Yeah.
We're not seeing it until next year.
And look at all the medicine we have now, where we are now.
Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? To me, I just think I definitely agree. I think there's agendas within refs, and I think there's what they should do is they should hire refs that don't actually like football. There's no agenda.
Yeah.
There's no favorite team.
But they got to know the knowledge of it though.
Send them to school. Send them to school. Or do you know? Obviously, I know it's a lot easier said than done. But these agendas. But I mean, we talk about the game. Fucking hell. Me and Funds were talking about it though, about the Doku goals. Fantastic. If Pickford had longer arms. I'm sorry, but Funds, you're right.
I said it. He's got T-Rex arms, bro. Great finish from Doku. Good curl, good technique.
Yeah.
But bro, the ball's going about 2 miles per hour. G, like what are we doing here? Like, and like, come on, man. Bro, Ray is saving that, bro. And Ray is not even that tall. Is he tall?
Yeah. No.
Bro, Ray is saving that, bro. Ray is running across the fucking goal line and is jumping up as high as he could, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't rate Ray in it because he's got bozo moments in him, but he's a good shot stopper in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like, just because you pull off a fucking blinder volley shot from Tonali, like, I don't get it. Like, he's not that good. He ain't. And he's not a massive presence for Everton. He's an Everton goalkeeper for sure. Yes, for sure. Yeah. But the presence wise on the pitch and what goalkeepers are nowadays, when you name out goalkeepers, bro, your Courtois, Alisson when he's fit and he's on it. You know what I'm saying? Like even Raya now, like he's gonna get his little flowers in it because let's be real, when Arsenal are on a bozo moment thing, he's had to pull off saves and that. You know what I mean? And you can't put. I'm not saying they're putting Pickford in that bracket, but you can't be putting it just because he has these international. Maguire had them international moments, bro, where he was sick for England, bro.
And still got slammed.
But at United, he got slammed, bro. Just because Pickford does well for England, and I hear it, it's a big stage, but he's not won nothing with them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And he's in a mediocre team.
I think Pickford is a bit kind of the same with Anthony Gordon. I think the good, but like with Anthony Gordon, in my opinion, when you see him getting links to moves to like
Bayern Munich,
Barca are after him.
What?
Arsenal are after him. In my opinion,
you're lying.
No joke.
Newcastle is his ceiling.
What?
Like,
I think Newcastle is his ceiling as well.
Genuinely, I don't think like with Anthony Gordon, he's fantastic. Like the fact people sit and go, "Oh, well, he should be starting left winger for England." Why?
No.
Like
That's not Rashford. Sorry.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, to me, Anthony Gordon, if you can't do it already week in, week out at Newcastle, you're definitely not going to do it when the stakes are higher. There's more eyes on you, and it's a better team. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it, unfortunately. And it's not like a Newcastle this season. Like it were doing. Newcastle were Champions League last year. The year before missed out. The year before that one, they were in Champions League. He's definitely capable, but for the mountain that people portray him on, he's not carried him. Unfortunately, he's not.
No, he's not. You're right.
The same with Pickford. People say Pickford. Well, why has no big team gone for him? Well, doesn't it explain everything? It's the same with you know, like players like Justin Kluivert. When people go, "Oh, but he's sick. It's a shame he's not. It's a shame he's not consistent." Isn't that why he plays for Bournemouth?
Yeah, purple patch players, bro.
But surely isn't that why he plays for Bournemouth? Do you know what I mean? I think we can all get like, you know what I mean?
People forget it's less pressure. It's less pressure playing with this side of teams. It's different when you're playing for a team that has to go for the championship. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's very different. So certain men are good in the club that they're set up in, because the club is like, you know what? Yeah, perfect example. You know that Ego Thiago guy.
Yeah.
He's killing it this season.
Yeah.
Now, if you put him in a United, in a Chelsea, in an Arsenal,
Yeah,
would he
even
be doing
Arsenal.
the
I'd say
same
even
thing?
Arsenal. I don't think he's doing that well.
Do you see what I'm saying? The team is built around him, and he doesn't have the pressure that the teams I've named: United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, City. What they have, that pressure they have, it's not like that at Brentford. It's if we can get Europe, that'd be great, you know.
Yeah.
But the main thing is we can do well in the cups, maybe win a cup if we can, and not get relegated.
Yeah.
So you don't have that kind of pressure, and the team is built around him. When you come into these other top 6 teams, it's very different. It's sink or swim.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're 100% right. But like, I don't know. Like to me, you know if like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of a striker who's like bang average, like okay, to stick on Everton. Let's say Beto. In my opinion, is the worst striker I've ever seen. I think he's horrible. He's hard to watch on the eye. There's no. To me, he's the worst. If Everton fans sit there and go, but if only Beto could consistently score, he wouldn't be playing for Everton.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, when people say, "Well, but Pickford, why is no big team going for him?" Doesn't that explain it?
Thank you.
He's been a long time. It does.
That's why
I'll never hear the Pickford praise, bro. I'll never hear it because he's been at Everton for ages, bro, and he's the only English goalkeeper in the Prem, apart from maybe
that's
Trafford.
In the team that know.
Exactly, bro. Like, come on, man. Of course, he's gonna be the flipping #1 goalkeeper for England, bro. Like,
which is mad. That's actually mad, isn't it?
Man, I'm not thinking that, bro. Man, I'm not thinking that. You know, I don't even say that, bro. I don't even say that. Like, you look at the Prem, bro. How many blood clot English goalies are there, bro?
Not many.
Exactly. Not many. Probably 3.
Him, Henderson, Ramsdale, and the one for Newcastle.
Trafford.
Pope.
Oh, Trafford. But Trafford wasn't even around at the time. Trafford got brought back. But
exactly.
Like, even the times, which I thought was strange, the time when Ramsdale was at Arsenal, he was playing way better than Pickford was at Everton, and he still couldn't make the squad.
Yeah, I think. Don't get me wrong. If someone said to me, "Who do you want to keep for England?" I'd still pick Pickford. But again,
he's never let us down. When you think about it, he's never really done anything bad for him to be dropped. But it is mad because that's very interesting. Like he's the only player who's guaranteed to start that doesn't play in a top 8 team.
Gang.
Yeah,
that's mad because think about it. The strike when we talk about the attackers, right? Let's talk about the strikers. So we have Harry Kane, plays for Champions League team that aspires to win the Champions League. He's basically a German champion, right? That's Harry Kane. Who's next in line for him? You have Ollie Watkins, who's in a top 6 team. That's vying for the Europa League finals. That's also vying for Champions League, right? Who's the next striker after him that we have in England? I can't think of anyone. Oh, well, Dominic Solanke. He's not really getting a chance.
Top 8.
He ain't gonna get a chance.
He's not gonna get a chance. So that's the striker. Then you go to the wingers. On the right, you got competing. You got Madueke, plays for Arsenal, going for the title, Champions League. Their top 4 team. Let's just look at that. Saka, top 4 team. Cole Palmer, he plays for Chelsea, who's originally a top 4 team, right? They're originally. Right now, they're struggling, but they're originally, like in the last 20 years, they're a top 4 team. If you minus the last 4 years, they're a top 4 team for the last nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's why I can say that, you got him on the right. On the left, you've got Rashford, who plays for Barcelona, who's going for the title. Their European side. You've got
Grealish.
No, Grealish isn't there.
You don't think?
No, they wouldn't put Grealish there.
No, they ain't gonna pick Grealish though.
No, but it's not.
He's had too many injuries this season.
No, but it's an option.
Yeah. He is, but
Yeah,
they've got
it
so
could be
many
an
options
argument.
there. Because they've even
Could
got
be.
what's his name from Aston Villa, that
Morgan
light skinned
Rodgers.
Donny,
Rogers.
Morgan Rodgers. They've got Rodgers there, who's played for a team that also again Europa League final was aspiring to be top 14. Then you've got my man like Craig, what you call it, the winger that we saw for Newcastle, Anthony Gordon.
Yeah.
You've got Gordon, who plays for Newcastle, who was aspiring to be top 4 and was in the Champions League, was competing in the Champions League. Look, so you see that's just named like attackers. We got Phil Foden, who's also was also a Champions League team, also aspiring for the title. And then you got Declan Rice in the middle with Elliot. Lucky. Elliot, to be fair, has had a good season. He's kind of the one that's kind of like an anomaly because obviously Nottingham Forest are like bottom of the table, but yet they're in Europa League finals.
We're
but
kind of known for that though in the DMs, like when we had Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, Leeds at the time. So we're known for that with the DMs kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, Adam Wharton is not going to get looking, and I don't know why. I think he's a great player. Kobe Mainoo plays for United, a traditional top 4 team.
Bellingham.
Do you see what I'm saying? Huh? Bellingham, Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's Real Madrid right there. So, and then you got Henderson, who's originally from a top 4 team, but he comes in because of his history. Because again, he was in a top 4 team and a Champions League winner. And then you look at the defense, right? You got on the right, you got man from Chelsea, Reece James. You got Trent Arnold, who's also Real Madrid. On the left, you got Luke Shaw, again United team. Yeah, you got O'Reilly, who Man City, big team. You can make a case for Lewis Kelly, big team. Lewis Hall. Then you've got in the middle, you've got Gay, plays for City. Maguire plays for United. Stones plays for City. When you're looking at all these players, then it's only really Elliot and fucking what's his name and not Henderson and Pickford.
Yeah,
but
it's very rare.
Anderson will get a big move, so it's like
no, he will.
Yeah, so then that goes out the window. Then it goes right back to just Pickford again.
Yeah,
which is rare. England always consisted of the top 4 teams in England. That's how the English teams always used to consist of. So to be seeing it, my man here for over a decade dominate the goalkeeping is mad. And a lot of the English keepers should be saying to themselves, this is taking a piss.
Yeah, bro. Bro, like, man, I'm just, bro.
Can't be sitting there having it. You should be like, yo, you're taking a piss, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm going here for the Champions League. I'm going here for this. They should be having that face, the 57th face.
Bro.
Makes no sense to me.
No, let's not get twisted. Pickford is for. I get where you put, but Pickford for England, he is different.
He's been great. He's been great for England. Absolutely.
He has to be, bro. He's with better players and he's in a big stage, bro. He has to turn up. Yeah. Otherwise, he's just another mediocre keeper, which he is in the Prem, bro. Obviously, in international stage, it's different, bro. It's like in the Champions League stage, bro. Anthony Gordon scoring braces against Barcelona, G.
Yeah.
Of course, he has to turn up. You're against Barca blood clot Lona. You have to turn up. Otherwise, you get smoked. You know what I'm saying?
And then they go back to the Premier League and back to having 2 goals in the season.
This is what I mean. Context matters. If you're going to make statements, you have to look at the context because of things like this, like we're talking about now.
Yeah. You know, and he ain't been injured, Bears. That's what's annoying. He's got 2 goals. He ain't been injured, Bears. And then man ever trying to tell me, Anthony Gordon is better than Saka. Fuck off. 5 seasons of consistency from my man. And then he has 1 bad season. And bearing in mind, he's been injured all season. And he's come back. You're trying to tell me that my man is better than Saka. Don't piss me off, bro.
I can speak for rivals, bro. We're not putting Saka in that position, but we're not naive to say flipping Gordon's better than him. That's stupid.
No.
I've heard people say that. That's really stupid.
Do you know what does piss me off? You know when people say like, "Oh, how can you not rate Pickford? When it comes to England, you'd pick him every day of the week because we've got so many names in this hat I'm going to pull out of. Like,
There's not many. There's not many.
There's nothing. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
We still don't know what Trafford can do yet. We still don't know what Trafford can do because we ain't really seen Trafford like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Dean Henderson, meh. He's very meh. He's not shit. He's a decent keeper, but do you see what I'm saying? Ramsdale, Ramsdale's his stock has gone low since he left Arsenal. And then you've got who've got next? Pope.
Nick Pope,
who's also to me, Pope is a
he's in and out with
right-footed
Ramsdale
version of Pickford. He's Pickford in the alternate universe.
I must ask, with this draw, is the league done?
No, nothing's ever done in the Premier League. You know that.
Funds.
Just think about Man City, Man United, and Sergio Aguero. Nothing's ever done.
So why you gotta bring that up, fam?
No, because that's the perfect example to show you that thing's never done.
Born you, fam. Why you gotta bring that up, bro?
I wasn't even trying to.
That's when the nightmare started, bro. That's when the 10-year nightmare started.
I know, but that also shows you just how crazy the Premier League is. That's why that's to be. If anyone ever asks me about something, I say it's not done. They're trying to argue with me. I always use that point because that there was a crazy day. I remember having my laptop and my PC and trying to watch, and my phone trying to watch all the games at the same time. I was trying to do the Biggie Smalls, you know, when your eyes go two different ways. One eye is looking at you, the other eye is looking at what's in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do baby.
Top 3 worst days of my life. I'll tell you right now.
Of course, that was a happy day for me. Can't lie. Like, I even played the song "Happy Days."
I'll even say top 2. I'll probably say second worst day of my life.
What's the first?
Getting arrested.
Yeah, I can see why that's first.
So we're gonna move on. So we're gonna move on to Chelsea before we gets locked off, literally.
Yeah, let's.
Hold on.
I'm sorry I even asked.
You know what it is yet? Iran said it like we're gonna tell him off.
Oh, I can't lie, that was funny, man. Funds, your 2 jokes, bro. That was funny as fuck.
You know the ones there with a girl, yeah, she's dead shy and she gets no courage to say something and she's like, yeah, I like you.
Yeah. Yo.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Hey, you might give me jokes tonight. You might give me jokes. Thank you for keeping me awake. I appreciate that.
Every Tuesday, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. on game days. Let's talk Chelsea, man. This is the worst Chelsea I've seen in my lifetime.
Oh, fuck me, bro.
I mean, we'll send prayers to Morgan Gibbs-White, which is another one I suppose you could add in a 10 for England.
Yeah, Morgan, you're right.
League. So obviously, fair dues to him. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's cut him straight to the bone." Are you dense? What's the solution? Because look, United had a problem last year, but at least we had the Europa League. This Chelsea, in my opinion, again, this is the worst Chelsea I've seen in my lifetime. It's the worst on record. Fuck me. I've never met a team that's worth about 500.
Bro, they're joint 11th, bro.
Yes, bro. Honestly, these
they're joint 11th, bro.
A couple of weeks ago, bro, these men were Chelsea in the top 4. What?
The only thing they've got is the FA Cup in it, but bro, the
World Cup champions.
It's like it makes the World Cup, like the Club World Cup, look so phony. It looks like
so bad.
It does, don't it?
Yeah.
So plastic.
Worst thing is they get to hold that title for 4 years, brother.
Yeah,
bro, it's the Donald Trump Cup. That's what I called it. That's cool.
That's Donald Trump posing with them, man.
Yeah, bro.
Cole Palmer's face was like, "What the hell's he doing there?"
Palmer's that's what I love about Palmer, bro. His face doesn't give a fuck. He just looked at my man like, wait,
He
who
even said
is
it
this?
in the interview, like, yo, I'm not sure if he was meant to be there or not.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I love Palmer for that. I'm not gonna lie. He's so real. He's too real for football. You know when you got all these fake players in that night that have to be PC. Palmer doesn't give a fuck.
Do you know what?
I
I could
love
imagine
that.
it. I could imagine him getting a knock, looking down at his knee, dislocated, and going, "I'm hurt."
Yo.
I mean, he's kind of socially awkward, and I kind of like that because you can tell he's like an introvert person. He looks like a very introvert.
Yeah, there is a part of me, and I think, God, I hope it's not a character you put on for the cameras.
I hope
Yeah.
it's not either. But then when you see my man running, like just quickly jogging outside of the fucking Stamford Bridge, you're like, no, I genuinely think he's just mad like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he is.
Have you seen him on the London Eye at Christmas? And he's got that belly on. Who's seen you from there?
You seen a picture of him and Carney? He had the whole flipping mask on, bro.
Yes.
He walked past bare people, bro, and then he took a picture, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I seen
It's him.
that!" Yo, no, he's sick like that still.
I
No,
love
Chelsea,
that.
yo, oh my god, it's you know what's mad? It's worse than when they won the league with John Terry and them, man, and then they came 10th. This is worse, you know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I just found the photo. Oh shit! No.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah, yo, that picture, bro.
What's he doing?
He was in Carney, bro. That was fucking straight.
You know the ones that has a long lost uncle that owned a goldfish that knew someone of someone's friend is Jamaican. That's him, bro. That's M.R, bro. That is crazy. I do worry about Cole Palmer and his mentality because I think, like I feel like we've all been in a place, yeah, where like the vibes are well, but you know someone in there you don't like's in there, so you've got to like kill your own vibe almost, and then it actually ends up ruining your night. I feel like that personality he's got. I just worry. I feel like we're kind of seeing it now, where he's not performing, he's not scoring, he's not assisting, he's not really playing well. I don't want that. I don't want him to go home and be like, "Oh, I did shit. All right." Like, do you know what I mean? That's something he'd do.
No, I don't think he's like that because
I don't know.
you can see the frustrating in his face and when he plays and when he gives the ball away, you can see it still. Because I've watched two Chelsea games myself, and when like they've been very bad this season, very bad. Yeah. And obviously, when you're looking for that spark in Cole Palmer and things aren't working, you know what I mean? It's a bit you can tell by his body language and how he reacts and that he's not happy himself in it.
No,
obviously, I don't know what's happening with him, man. It might be something at home. I don't know. It might be the team itself. To be honest, I think it's a team, man. I think the team is just not good.
Yeah,
I think they're not good, and to be fair, they do have talent there, but when you have such a young squad and you don't have no one, experienced there, and like I'm sure their age range is like 25,
27.
That's bro, and like that's not old, is it?
I said this to someone earlier on. You know, like how I was talking about Maguire being like a good coach to Euro in heaven. Chelsea, like you've just said it yourself, they've got such young players. Estavio, obviously Garnacho, but let's be real, it'd take a meeting with Jesus Christ himself. You've got players like João Pedro, even Pedro Neto to an extent. Young players. Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo. They've got no one to look up to. The best they've got is to go online and type in Frank Lampard.
To be honest, bro, because they've been performing so well, you wouldn't even think about their age. But then when you look how badly they've been performing, you know what I'm saying? And yes, they've got experience in the Prem. But if you look at the team they was in and they had around them, you had experienced players there. So when Chelsea's made these death row contracts and brought all these mad players and brought them all together, they forgot that they ain't got no OGs to keep these YGs in check.
Yeah. And have you noticed they seem to lose?
Like the only OG they had was Maresca, and they got rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they bring in Liam Rosinio, who's mid-30s, bro. That's not old.
Who's same age?
Exactly, bro. And he ain't had that much experience in professional managerial career football anyway. He's only managed Derby and Strasbourg.
And Hull.
No, sorry, Hull and Strasbourg. Like, that's dead. That's dead. Maresca's managed a fair play. I think he's done works at Italy.
Italy and Leicester.
And Leicester. And fair play, yes, it's Leicester, but that is a CV in England, and he's done well with Leicester.
He's proved that he can do it when it matters. And it's funny, we talk about the age, because have you noticed, you know, when there's any sort of emotion on the line when they go into a game, they lose. They don't have that adult, they don't have that figure where they can keep them in track and keep them. I mean, I'm looking at games now. Look, yeah, they won 7-0 against Port Vale, easy. But when they go into games that matter, like lost to Arsenal, they drew to Leeds. And this is around the time period where they really looked top four, lost to Newcastle, slumped by PSG again, 3-0 Everton. And then they go against Port Vale, win 7-0, lost 1-0 to us. It's just, to me, it's a never-ending curse of you've got no one to look up to. You've got no one. In my opinion, and I feel like we're the same on this funds, but in my opinion, the same way I'd want United to be behind the scenes. If we play well, I want someone that, if United, let's say we're drawing 0-0, that's being dead serious, 0-0, half time. I want someone in that changing room. Fuck throwing studs. I want rocks. I want, you have been like, you're fucking shit. I need someone to tell them, to bring them back down.
100%.
With young players, again, I'm pretty sure Garnacho is a good example. Young players, very big egos.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
So it's like,
especially when you get that big move to a big club.
Yeah. So so already these new players that have Enzo, Garnacho, probably not a Starvio, but you know what I mean. These youngsters that have come into Chelsea and they're going, fucking Chelsea, historic wise, yeah. They're going to pay me well, yeah. They're going to do all right in the Prem, yeah. Their ego's already up the wall. But maybe Garnacho's a good example, not to pick on him specifically, but to have that ego. You know when they say, like, alcohol, it's always, it's like, you wouldn't start on someone if you were sober, sort of thing. It's like,
ego goes on a million.
It's like, Garnacho, there's so much confidence, but when it's time, you bottle. Do you know what I mean? You don't have that mentality because you're not there in the moment. It's like, I'm sure we've all gone to a stadium to watch something like, I thought going to watch snooker would have been shit because you've got to be quiet. I was having time of my life. Learning the game, but like, do you know what I mean?
Yo, snooker's lit, man.
Snooker's quality, but the argument is when you're there, that's when you can judge. That's when you can perform. That's when you can give your opinion. No wonder Garnacho did fuck all against us, both games. Because it's a level that when you put yourself on this pedestal, you're in your own mind. In your own mind, you can create everything. You might not be able to reflect that actually on the pitch. But do you think Forest get relegated?
No.
Oh no, I don't.
No.
Really?
No.
Why do you think that?
I don't think it. I didn't expect straight away no. Because it's still kind of close in that relegation sort of battle. I think Leeds will stay up.
No, they are still, but I think Forest have enough, and with the manager that they've got now, he's been brilliant for them, innit? So
He is a very good manager. Yeah.
so I do expect him to stay up. No, he has been brilliant, and he rested his main players for tomorrow's game against Villa, and he played his B team against Chelsea, and they smoked him. So like when you're looking into that perspective and in them type of context since he's been in, he's done well. You know what I mean? And I'm sure they've gone on a 9-game unbeaten streak like since he's been in, bro. So
I have just double checked. Not to round of applause, but for Sam's sake, Spurs are now out the relegation zone.
Are they not? They are.
No, they're out. They're out by
for now.
For 1 point.
For now.
They're out by 1 point. Man, I don't need to read it again, but you can pause and watch. Even Mr. Tumble don't want to be the manager. It's that dark. It is that dark. He wanted to work at somewhere a bit more serious. Man, we're not going to do predictions purely the basis off my phone's dead. Will it show? Well, you can see me clicking. My phone's died, and we've been going for 2 hours. Oh, there we go. My phone is finito. It's done. So, man, we're going to call it there. What a night. Appreciate Funds for hopping on. As always, pause. That is pause.
Yeah, that's a pause still. That's a pause.
Mad pause.
You know the day you know what it is, yeah? The day the Project Prem starts doing well will be the day the man them grow up, yeah? Do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is? And we've been joined by DC naturally.
Come on. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me, man.
Bro, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Mandem, we're going to be here next Tuesday. Hopefully, Trimless can show his face. Maybe. But
I'll try and be available for that.
Because, when's the Champions League final?
That'll be
May.
That'll be in a month's time or something like that, isn't it?
It's a Saturday. 30th of May, I think. 1 second, I can confirm it right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. 30th of May, that's a Saturday.
It's a 5 p.m. kickoff.
5 p.m.?
Fucking
yeah. It's usually around that time.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be later than that.
Last year. What time was it last year?
To be fair, now I think about it, when I last watched, when was it? Who was it? Liverpool and Madrid in the final. They did play like 5 o'clock or something like that, and I was.
It's usually around that time, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't lie. With the Champions League, I always like it when it's night time. There's something about the night time,
and it's on ITV.
Yes, like you know, early in the year, man, they were like, "Oh, but Man United they play on Mondays." I'm fucking loving it. I love playing in pitch black. The aesthetic, dude. I do. I love it. I fucking love it. Man, damn. Been your boy, Ken.
Oh, you know what? You guys are right. You're right. It's a change. It's a change. It usually is 7 o'clock.
Yeah, because
they changed it to 7 till 5.
Yeah, because they said here major changes to the traditional kickoff time. UEFA's confirmed the match will start 3 hours, the usual time. So usually, so it's usually around 8, but they did something like that apparently. But they've moved it to 5.
Out of curiosity, what would the time be in Bulgaria?
Bulgarian an hour forward.
So they'll kick off at 6. What time is
Is that where the final is? Yeah, Bulgaria, yeah.
Oh, 2 hours forward.
Yeah,
so it would be about 3 o'clock.
What?
It would be 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Bulgaria.
Damn.
Bulgaria, lovely place, by the way.
Oh no! Wait, what? Oh, if it's 5 p.m. in England, it's 7 p.m. in Bulgaria.
Yeah, 7 p.m. in Bulgaria. Yeah,
so we're
2 hours forward. Yeah.
Cold, man. We'll live stream that for sure. But
100%.
we're gonna close it
Appreciate
off.
you, man.
I've been your boy
Appreciate
KLS.
you,
I've been
man.
joined by Funds and DC.
Done know the thing already. You get me?
Yeah,
Watch out
man.
for the new thing.
Big Batty, go.
Out
Come
to.
on, you know the
Yeah,
thing.
me.
Let me
Come
do
on.
the thing. Big Batty,
Hey.
go.
22nd of May, people. Let them
2nd of
know.
May. 2nd of
Yeah,
You got to send me the link.
22nd of May. Yeah, I'll send you the link when it comes, bro. Don't worry.
And then we'll put it in the description.
100%. 100%.
Because I'm just that guy. Man, we're going to lock off.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good night,
next
yeah?
Tuesday.
100.
9 p.m. 10 p.m.
Love, man.
Bless.